Welcome back to Anno 1800. Now, I have done a couple of things since the last episode. I've upgraded this quarter to the engineer's quarter, and I suspect this will end up being the investor's quarter. Also, there have been some comments about the symmetry. I don't intend to make the entire city symmetrical, but for the investors and the skyscrapers and stuff like that, it's actually not very beneficial to not have some symmetry involved. But I'm trying to make some variations, like what I've done here, putting these instead of having it like this. So I will be doing my best to try to make variations on stuff like that. I might also have built a couple of cargo ships, just 20 of them or so. We don't need them as per se just yet, so this is costing us a fair amount of money, but it's not like we need money currently. I also have been quite busy buying specialists. I mean, who doesn't want specialists? Specialist is good for everyone. Among those, I bought 30 of Captain Khadija, 30 of the controllable pitch propeller, and 30 of the port dealer, because those are going to be on every one of the cargo ships that I have. Together with one final item. Let's see if I've started buying any of those. Yeah, I'm trying to buy special scrap from Nate. I'm not sure if that actually... Let's see, storage... where would that be? Probably under construction material. All islands, please. Ah, that's interesting. He doesn't sell it in the old world. Because I've set up all of the islands to buy special scrap. Well, maybe it's a good thing that I didn't disable the Crown Falls session then. Because diving for special scrap, that's not happening. That is really boring. But I'm confused as to why he doesn't sell it. Anyhow, that aside, the expedition to the New World also completed. Which means that we have met Jean Lafortune. I'm trying to make friends with him, which is very difficult. It might be easier to just let him declare war on me, actually. Other than that, I'm keeping the other relations at least above 60. I probably should do a mission or two for Princess Ching. I haven't settled Manola yet, and apparently I am more than usually unable to talk today. But let's settle Manola. And in the New World, I like to just get rid of all the trees in the areas where I'm going to build, because they are so impossible to look through when I'm building roads, especially. As an example, let me build a road in here, and you figure out if it's actually straight or not. Yeah, it does help that they've apparently added one tile on each side of it. But yeah, I just rip all the jungle down. It doesn't affect the attractiveness of the island anyways. Now, Endeavour, we are going to send Endeavour back to the old world, and we're going to send it to High Clarence Hall. I don't want to use clippers anymore. The music a tad loud. Maybe it was just that specific song. I'm going to have to listen through that. It actually is a tad loud. I probably should. The thing is, some of the soundtracks are very subtle, like this one. And it's really good music. And now I feel that my voice, according to what I'm seeing in OBS, my voice is now really overpowering the music. Yeah, I'd like to have it around minus 30, so maybe I'll put it up at 38. Okay. We need to do stuff on Manola. that it's actually fairly important that we get stuff done on Manola, because I need caoutchouc, or as we normal people call it, rubber, because one of the things that we do need for our...
Galvanized.
Galvanized, that does not sound pleasant. We do need penny farthings for them. And penny farthings, of course, needs rubber for the tires. Also, you might remember me mentioning in the last episode that there was a trick to the pocket watches, and I remembered what it was when I was looking through the specialists. It's Dario. So Bruno and Dario are now responsible for overseeing the sewing machines. As you can see, Dario gives us one pocket watch and one gramophone, or rather 1 ton of each of these, per 8 cycles in the sewing machine factories. And since we have 2 of these at 250%, that's actually, see here, 1 per minute of each of them. And they're rather low, at this specific stage, they're a rather low, what's the word I'm looking for? Low demand, that's what I'm looking for. So we're going to take 5 of these ships. And of course they have to drive through one another when I put them in a jumble like that. I think we're actually going to take 6 of them. And we're going to outfit them with the specialists that I need, and we're going to send those to the New World. But before we do that, I have built 2 filament factories. I really don't need 2, so I'm going to turn one of them off. The reason why I built the filament factories is because we need light bulbs, but they cost 750 a piece to keep running. But I just wanted to make sure that we had enough filaments lying around for when I start up the light bulb production. And 1 factory for light bulbs should be plenty for now. There might be some specialist involved that affects the light bulbs. Let's have a quick look at that. Unknown light bulb factory. There's Ferris Alzarami, but he affects everything. There's the Science Whiz. Yeah, we definitely want the Science Whiz because we get additional filaments from her. Angela Meg. I find that she's better for expeditions than buildings. Ram Devi, he's really good. I really like Ram Devi. And you probably understand why when you see what he does in extra goods there. Keep in mind that when you get the factories up to 250, 300%, for instance with a Ferris Alzarami, that's actually quite powerful. But we are not going to be able to get Ram Devi now. So the only relevant specialist would be the Science Whiz, and I can always get her later on. Actually, there was one of those that we already have. Lightbulb factory. We do have the mechanized glass blower. That's just a flat 35%, so it just throws the maths off. I have also built another grass maker. Yes, I've built another grass maker so that we have enough grass for our light bulb factories. You never can tell when they need grass. Okay, so I think I'm going to build that like that. I suspect that this area here is going to be temporary. As so many things are. But that light bulb factory will be sufficient to supply our entire city currently. Let's just have a quick look here at our intermediates. Yep, that's enough filaments, and we also have way more glass than we need, so I can go down to the harbor area here and I can turn this one. Wow, that one's not really that expensive. Another thing that I almost forgot, our docklands have leveled up a couple of times. We have 3 products in specialization now, and I'm trying to get enough fur coats. I need to actually sell fur coats so that I can unlock things like spectacles, and there was something else as well, but I can't remember what it was. Yeah, this is why Jean Lafortine is such an annoying guy to deal with. Let's see here. Items, ship items. You can take a propeller, a Khadija, and a port dealer. I'm gonna put them into these spots because I want the legendary item to be there. Khadija, propeller, port dealer. Is that the order that I'm... Yeah, that's the order I'm going to do it in, apparently. So before we send these to the new world, I'm going to take a whole bunch of fur coats. Like that. And I'm gonna send that ship off to Eli. And I think I'm going to do that with one more ship, and I'm also going to take some advanced weapons. And send that one off to Eli, and this one is ready. This one is ready. Back here. This one is ready, and finally the African Queen is also now ready, and we'll take these 4 ships. Actually, what I want to do is go here to construction material, fill up that. I should have done that with the other ones as well. This, of course, is the IMS deal with, because I'm using a battleship as a merchant vessel because of Draven Gust. So the Imperial Merchant ship, the deal with. Load up on those.
Some of us have to live by the sword.
Yeah, I have money.
Finally embracing a just cause.
Of course I am. And we don't really need that many windows. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do that, and we'll send those off to Manola. Okay, there is another thing that we absolutely have to do.
Has returned from its voyage.
We go, sell these items, that's 3 million there. As you can see, the fur coats doesn't really sell for all that much, 150,000 for 600, which is really a pittance, to be honest. And let's take these back to the harbor here. Now, the one thing that I want to do is get up a fuel station in this area up here. I built the second power plant, so now the entirety of the island has power through those 2 oil power plants. But we do need a fuel station because this is just ridiculous. But I also need to consider the fact that when I build the fuel station, I am going to have to be able to run the track further on. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that currently. I don't want the train to go through the power plant. Not that it would work anyways, because of the little rocky outcropping there. So how am I going to do this? Let's see here. The fuel station is 5 by 5. Thing is, I can do that, and I can do this. All of this is going to be moved anyways in the future. But this way, I can do this. Let's have a little grace of 2. Okay, so now we have a fuel station up and running. One fuel station, for those of you who are not aware of it, is enough to supply 20 farms, I believe. I'm fairly certain that's 20 farms. It produces 1 fuel every 15 seconds. And 1 tractor barn consumes 1 fuel every 5 minutes, I think. Just like the silos consume 1 grain every 5 minutes, I would have to build a tractor barn. The other thing is that we are going to have to build more modules, but let's see here. Yeah, it's 5 minutes, so that's... Let's see here. 5 minutes, so 5... I could probably just look this up, but 5 times, that's 300 seconds, divided by 15 is 20, yeah. So 5 times 60 gives you 300, divide that by 15, and you get 20. I don't like that at all. So I'm going to do it that way instead. That's going to cause a major crisis up here, because I think that's the only road bit that connects the upper and the... No, it isn't. There was a road there. So that was actually fine. Then the question is, should I just pull this... Yeah, I'm gonna take it that way and remove this part. Okay. Now, this has a fairly long range. You can see it can drive all the way up here, all the way down here. But you don't want to spend too much of that range. As for the time being, we need 18 grain or 17 grain per minute. We have in store 670, which means we can just do this. And now the question is, should I build the farms along here? Or should I build them along here? Let's just try this first. So that ups the number of fields to 216. I don't want to go all the way down to the road. That's 216. And it's not going to be symmetrical due to that, but I might be able to remedy a little bit by doing that. I'm gonna drag a road out here, take that down there.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Good.
You're the example to us all. Astounding.
2,
Can you teach me
3,
about this new invention?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we are producing 14 currently, but that's going to be doubled. Or actually it's going to be tripled, I think, because this adds 200%. And in addition to the 200%, it also adds 1 grain every 3rd cycle. So now 1 grain farm produces 4 grain per cycle, or per minute. So it's 4 grain per minute instead of 1 grain per minute. So that's gross overproduction of grain, but I'd rather have that than the underproduction that we had earlier. We're going to move this one down here. And this one we are going to move here. These are going to be fairly heavily used, so I'm going to do this. Our first level 3 warehouses on land. How are things going here? We're up to 23, but not all of them have received fuel yet. It's producing, but it tends to favor the ones that are closest first, and then it goes up. So let's see what happens when this one... Yeah, this one is going to be very late in receiving its fuel. So up to 29, yeah. We have ample grain production now. And it takes less space. Before we are completely finished with this, there is one thing that I want to do, and that is to go to the... whatever you call this. Decorations, of course. And I want to place down some temperate groves alongside the road on both sides, because it just looks good. One of the things that I really like to do is to place this in between the farms, but I'm in kind of a hurry right now, so I'm not going to do that right away. I mean, there is no reason why we can't just do this in the entire area behind there as well. It just looks better. It looks like a farm. As for this area here, what I think we can place here is something as simple as a railway guard hut. Like that. So, there is a big man there, apparently doing some acrobatics, and a little train platform with a signal here. Okay, so that means I have that down. I'm also going to convert these hops farms into the same thing. Could do it right away, but I think not. I think we're going to take the 2 cargo ships that I ordered back. I'm going to fill up with some bricks, some steel beams. And on the other one, we are going to take some steam motors, because we are going to need steam motors for tractors in the new world as well. Couple of windows, some reinforced concrete. And then these 2 can meet up down here. Wobbly Grebe, that is an interesting name. Okay, you guys go to Manola. There should be a clipper waiting for us here. We can sell that. No, not croquet, but I just want to sell a ship. We have 2 clippers left, but I don't see any reason to replace them just yet. We could get rid of the soap trade now, but yeah. That's something that I can do in between episodes. We can build more on the docklands, but I don't see the need to do that on camera when there are other pressing matters we need to attend to, particularly related to the new world. Okay, so building in the new world is always interesting. I would like to build the road so that it doesn't go into the dock thing. I would like to build it one above that. The reason why is I want to be able to have a train line here. Apparently I can get some decorations in here as well, that's nice. We can do this. And let's take these into blueprint mode. For now, this is also going to be fairly grid layouted. I don't think that I'm going to spend as much time decorating the New World cities, at least not early on in the series, which, to be fair, we still are early on in the series, as I'm going to spend on the Old World. I hope that's okay with you guys. If it isn't, well... Sorry. But I'm going to try to make it look a little bit interesting at least. Can we...
Presence of a virtuoso.
Artillery woman, huh? No, apparently we cannot build fire station just yet, but we need to just build these houses because
You
of
reached a new milestone.
age of tradition. Let's build. Now we don't have the wood for that, so I need to drop off. No, you stay just where you are. Let's give you some money.
How could I possibly refuse?
How could you?
We pirates don't barter.
Okay.
Resentment.
That didn't work very well.
It is ill-judged.
Come on.
I'm over the sky. You. Oh.
The
Apparently I'm a
boy was
dinosaur.
in a Vita.
Then I'm most likely a thesaurus. At least according to some of my friends. If I were to be a dinosaur, I would have to be a thesaurus. You know who you are. There we go. Do a bridge there.
New orders.
Drop off some more of that. Now we do need fried plantains, and we need plantains, obviously, for that. And we also need fish oil factories for that. I haven't seen the production per cycle before. Production per cycle 1 ton. I'm not sure if that's new or if it's just something that I've missed all these years that I've been playing the game. What we do need is 2 fish oil factories and 2 plantain plantations and 2 fried plantain kitchens. The fish oil factories, those are easy enough. This one is actually quite nice. For now, we'll just do them like that. Bump, bump. As for the plantain plantations, I think that for the time being, I will remain in blueprint mode just so I know where the lines go here.
The ship has returned from its voyage.
Okay, now we have ample resources here. Actually, I want to do that. Which does give us the option to do this. But do I want to? Because I think I was thinking we'd use... Yeah, that'll actually work just fine. Okay, and that, and that, and that. Just build the roads quickly. Now over here we can do the plantain plantations. That is a little bit of a tongue twister, to be honest. I wouldn't want to say it 10 times in a row very quickly, to put it that way. Yeah. What is that icon down there? I don't remember having that icon as either. Terraced Honalero house. That must be from one of the mods. Oh. Oh, that one is very pretty. I like that. It probably has more space for jornaleros as well. We even get terraced obrero houses. Nice. Well, enough about that. We need 1 plantain plantation. And I'm never able to figure out what is the front and what is the back of this building. I tend to consider this the front with the bananas or plantains there, but I actually think... No, that is the front. So it'll be... I think we'll place it here. Then we'll have a small warehouse there, and then we'll have another plantation there.
Hola!
Hola! Really? I did not expect that. Okay, we'll have the plantainers going all the way over here then. 128. Perfect. That was a lucky coincidence. I did not expect that at all. Usually when I
Fire has ended.
build these plantations or farms, I do like to try to
Your
use...
people are starting to get sick.
What? Where? How does that not have access to... What the heck is going on with that thing? That is the speediest ambulance I've ever seen in the Victorian eras. Apparently this one is the one that's actually going there, but let's mobilize, because this will probably spread. If you're wondering how I'm switching so quickly between the sessions, the numpad keys, if you have a numpad on your keyboard, 1 is for the old world, 2 is for the new world, I think 3 is for Cape Trelawney, 4 might be for the Arctic, and 5 for Anbeza, or the other way around for 4 and 5, I don't remember. I obviously have not been to the Arctic, Anbeza, or Cape Trelawney yet, so... But I think I have to open up Cape Trelawney so that I can get the scrap. Unless there's a mod that fixes something in that regards for me. But now we have population. We have the basic stuff we need to make fried plantains. And these guys are going to want the fried plantains very soon. Preferably yesterday, because they are not happy.
Not too many changes, I hope.
Actually, none. I'm happy with that.
Your people are healthy again.
That didn't take too long, thankfully. Now, this place here always confuses me in regards to Manola. I think I'm going to take the road up like that. I am going to use these clay deposits, but for now I'll just deposit them. Pun intended.
I have this nagging feeling you're a jellyfish.
I am not a jellyfish. I am a lord of tentacles. There should be 4 of them, so I'll just deposit them there for now. We do need 2 fried plantain kitchens. These things have a tendency to catch fire, like so many things in the game. Put them there. So we do need, not a trade union, I would like a fire station. But we don't have enough jornaleros for that just yet. The good thing about that is that as long as we don't have the fire station available, there can't be any fires. We also do want to get bauxite up and running as quickly as possible, so that I can start...
A remarkably effective cure.
Thank you. Dealing with mail. I'm not sure how I feel about the mail thing. It's mildly ridiculous in terms of population and income, but I mean, at the stage we are in the game now, with all the DLCs and stuff, I don't think I mind. Anno isn't as hard as it was back before the DLCs came out, when the highest goal you had was to build the World's Fair, which is now really not a goal or an end game goal. It's more a mid game goal. I'm not sure what I want to do here. I'm
There
not
we
going.
are, all better.
Thank you. I'm not going. I mean, I need a chapel. Speed things up until we get the 200 tornaderos.
You reached a new
There we go.
milestone.
That means we can get a fire station up and running. We also want a fire station in this part. Oh, I can do it like that. If I do this, then I can put a fire station. Well, if I had wood, I could stay. Put that there and put down a fire station there. Now, how many people does that support? Quite a few, actually. Not sure how much area that will cover, though. Not too bad. I could build another one up there, and I think I will. So I'll just do this and copy that in there. Okay, so now we need ponchos. The silos in the New World, which we also do get here, they require corn, which we get in the obrero tier. So I can't really get those yet. For now, I think we're just going to use the area here. No, we're not. 2 seconds, please. I'm just going to look up building plan layout. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to have to do this in blueprint mode. They are 3 by 3 each, which also applies to this thing. So one there with module there, 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 and there. I'll have to rebuild this when I get the... Actually, I think that one is the wrong way around. Oh, it doesn't rotate the modules anymore. Thank you, devs. So this one will get module there, there, and there, and there. And then we'll have 2 of these here. And 2 of them there. And then 2, 3. Like so.
About Western medicine.
Oh, are you going to do that again now, are you? Yeah, I didn't... Something is off here. What is it? Oh, it's this thing. Okay, here we go. I normally don't use building layouts anymore, but this one, at least until we get the silos, this one is just too handy. Because this layout has a space efficiency of Doesn't say the space efficiency actually. Yeah, 89% efficiency layout. So these are the only wasted tiles in this entire thing. So it's a decent layout. I'm just gonna build all of the powered pasture. It's not powered. But yeah, I'm gonna build all of the alpaca farms right away. Why does it say powered pasture? Well, we have 20 alpaca wool.
No fields, no work.
No, that's a good point. We don't need 20, we need 10. And then I'm going to build 2 of those. Another thing we should get going down here is some wood industry. Or timber industry, I suppose. I don't really want to get that done until I've emptied out the ships. Can I build depots yet? Well, I can build the small warehouses there, but I'd rather have depots for now. They do require bricks, but I also sent down a fair amount of those. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cargo stations.
Don't throw it overboard, you silly ship. Control left click, that was what I was looking for here.
Ready. Cargo stations.
See if I can empty out these ships now. Not entirely, but almost.
Crane. Olio reporting in.
Yeah, I have a little bit too much steel. So what if I just copy these and put 2 of them there, and then copy 1 more and put that there.
New orders.
There we go. Now all the ships are emptied. We can move them over there. Or rather, we can move them up here. Am I able to... No, he's not going to accept that. You.
Fine. We'll top up the...
Okay. We have 14 alpaca wool, so let's build 2 of these. That should cover our needs, yes. Pull this road down here. Build a little nice bridge there, I think. These oil springs, I don't want them there. I don't know where I want them, to be honest. What I'm going to do is just pull them up and put them out of the way for now. Like so. Going to get them a proper home eventually. Iron deposit, iron deposit. Let's get rid of the rest of the trees here on the island. I know it might look a little bit barren, but I'd rather just have everything cleared. Helium pocket, bauxite deposit, good. So I know we want to have a power plant around here, and we need a power plant around here, and that should cover the island.
It makes me less anxious about Western medicine.
Yeah, we're going to have that coming up over and over again. Okay, so the only thing you guys need now is a chapel, and you also need rum. I take these two houses and move them there, and I do the same with these. Then I should be able to fit a chapel there and a chapel here. And that should cover everything, yes, good. Like so. So that gives them a bit of happiness as well. And then we need some sugar farms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's not too off. This is where the construction site for the dam is going to be, so I need to make sure that I don't close that off. A blueprint will suffice here, but we are at the correct angle here with the road. So if we do like this, just so I'm sure that everything is okay with the dam. And I need a couple of sugarcane plantations. Now, if I don't remember entirely wrong, these things are freaking huge in terms of... no, it's not that bad actually, 128. So we'll have 2 of them up here. And a little fire station. Not that it's very likely that the fields will catch fire.
How about a cup of coffee? You've been playing for 2 hours.
Not really, because I haven't been keeping the game on pause, but... It's good of you to nag. Okay, let's see here. Really? Oh, there is a lot of area around. Well, that's not a good location for it then.
An explosion in one of your factories.
Really? Good timing on that one. We do need a road going into this.
Your people are starting to get sick.
Now what? No, it's fine. There is a hospital here.
With you as nurse, I knew they'd get well soon.
It makes
And
me
yes,
less anxious about Western
I
medicine.
do know that you lack access to a warehouse. I'm getting around to it, don't worry. That said 99%. I'm going to move it down here. Now I could have added the docklands into the New World, but I don't really like having the docklands in the New World. I feel that is a bit too powerful. Okay, so that should do. Can I do the same thing here? Yes, I can.
Your people are healthy again.
Okay, so we have 4 lumberjack huts. I probably should make that 8. However, what I can do here is simply just place down this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not sure. Yeah, that's not going to be ideal at all. Going to move it in like so. We can do the same thing again. I don't know if it's going to end up at 100% or not, but it's not a huge problem if it doesn't. Okay, now we also need some, because we have 2 sugarcane plantations. That means we get room for 2 rum distilleries as well. 2 seconds, please. There we go. Just raising my desk, and that I tend to forget to mute the microphone when I do that. And it's not a very pleasant sound. For you guys, that is. So we upgraded one of our export goods, that's good. We can put one of those there, and a fire station here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Strange things, great whites are. People fear him, and rightly so. There's a mystery to him. Wisdom, you know, a memory of things we've forgotten.
The mission for Captain Tobias gives us a rather nice ship. Okay, so we have 19 sugar cane and we have 13 wood, so we can build those 2. We don't really need all that much rum because we're producing more than enough rum in the old world for our needs there, and we're also using the specialists anyways. These are ready to be upgraded to obreros. Okay, what's this quest here?
See?
Need to find and collect alpacas. But they're not here. They are in the city proper. 1, 2, 3. Probably get some plantains or something for that. Oh, we get a modiste. Not something that I particularly feel we need, but it's a nice gesture. Yes. I'm not sure what that bug is about. It's a weird one, that's for sure. Now the chapel... Oh, it actually does go all the way out to these. That's nice.
Your chance to fight for something worth
No.
any way the wind blows, eh? We will be better without you.
Okay. That puts us at 348 currently. So if we upgrade these 2 quarters to obreros,
Milestone.
the Age of Independence. Now we can produce caoutchouc, not on this island, but I can start looking for other islands down here where we can produce caoutchouc so that I can get that back to the
We will
old
help
world.
you build something better.
Thank you. We can also produce corn. Tortilla maker. I don't remember. Tortilla maker. Him we are not going to be able to get.
With you as nurse, I knew they'd get well soon.
Yeah. Can...
Your people are starting to get sick.
Yeah, let me guess, it's the same place. Of course it is. Now, can I please be allowed to look at the items here? Tortilla maker. That replaces the obreros with jornaleros. So that's not the one I'm looking for. The mole master replaces beef with fish oil. I guess that's decent enough. The issue, though, being that fish oil factories reduce the attractiveness of the island. A tortillera doesn't really do anything except reduce the maintenance cost. I was looking for something to replace the beef, but not with fish oil. Although, that said, it might actually be a good idea to do that replacing with the fish oil. It's 5 per fish oil factory. You can always move the fish oil off the island and use a different island for producing the fish oil. So I will probably make use of that specialist. For now, these guys do need tortillas rather quickly. And I do recall that the tortilla farms, or rather the corn farms, have a lot of fields. So we can't just place them anywhere. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Two, 3, 4, 5. That way we can place down warehouse, even in this area. So I think this looks like a good spot for corn farms. We do need the tractors as
Your
soon as
people
possible.
are healthy again. Your people are starting to get
168.
sick.
Oh, for crying out loud. Well, it's already mobilized. How many of these do we need? It's 1 minute per. 2 per tortilla maker. There we go. That works. Now for the beef. Now the layout for the beef, that's always an interesting one. I don't really think there's a good layout for them at all. I don't think they're the same as in the old world. In the old world, there's 1 cattle farm, which takes
Ceasefire has
4
ended.
tiles. Here, I believe it's 5.
Your people are healthy again.
It's actually 6. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Your people are starting to get sick.
Yeah, that's definitely, there's something funky going on there now. We have 2 beef, 2 cattle farms, and we need 2 more. Can I? Can. It probably requires me to do a little bit of finagling with, yeah, this one. I do copy. And this one, just fill up here. And now this one, apparently,
The land has to be prepared first.
I was fairly certain that if I remove that one, I did remove the one from this one, okay. That work? Yeah, that works. There we go. So that gives us both the corn and the beef. So we can have 2 tortilla makers, which is actually way too much for the time being. So we'll make do with one of
you as
them.
nurse, I knew they'd get well soon.
Your people are starting to get sick.
Yes, of course they are.
It makes me less anxious about
Need to
what's
restart the
next.
game. Make it stop doing that because that's getting ridiculous. There we go.
We
I
need raw
probably should do this. Can upgrade that one though. 120 obreros. So I will be working a little bit on this off camera. And we have really reached what I would consider the end of this episode. But let's go back to the old world and let's time-lapse building out this area here. If you don't want to watch the time-lapse, that's fine, because that at least gives me the opportunity of doing it in an episode, and I can do it at the end of an episode for those who are not interested in the time-lapses. So I shall be doing that before we wrap up the episode. Here goes. And of course, the ships here was the reason why I kept getting plague. Because the city infected the ships, and then the ships kept reinfecting the city. But yeah, I'm going to move, or at least build this up. And then this part of the city will be for workers. Possibly this upper part here will also be for workers. Eventually I might have artisans out here. I also want to decorate the area here. And these islands, I'm not sure entirely how I'm going to do this, but I do want to have farmers, workers, and maybe some artisans on all of these islands here. I left some space for warehouses here, so that I can get industries out in the harbor area. I might have to actually, now that I'm looking at it, I not just might have to, I do have to move that so that I can have a road going down here and like that. But yeah, I'm trying to do some what should you call it, a building style where I have space for trees and various decorations in between. Here maybe some statues, something like that. Maybe I want to have a channel going down all the way here. We'll see. I'll experiment a bit with it, and we'll see what I come up with. For now, though, if you have any questions and or comments, then please do feel free to leave those down in the comment section. And yeah, I did decorate a little bit in here between the train lines as well, as you can see. I've got a large railway hall here that the trains are driving through. I hope that you enjoyed the episode, of course, and I hope to see you all in the next one.